The tournament that has been picking up steam, the FIFA Club World Cup. Let's talk about it. Welcome to the recap. This tournament has been picking up some steam, and all of a sudden, every team wants to be a part of it, but the teams that are a part of it are doing transfers left and right. What can you say about it?
I think it's going to be really interesting. You got a big prize and a whole lot of exposure. You're out here in the U.S. It's going to be taken a lot more serious than people were saying.
Let's do the groups and then the brackets and see who we think is going to win. Group A, all right. Group A, we have Palmeiras, FC Porto, Al Hilal, and Inter Miami. Manny, who do you got going, first place in that bracket?
Hot take off the rip. Somebody is going to get a lot of help from FIFA to come out on top of that group.
Oh, so you think Miami?
Inter Miami, first place.
Do you think it's fair assume that these mid-tier teams like Porto in a way, their European midterm teams are going to do better than MLS or the Argentinian leagues or the Brazilian league teams?
Brother, I think the European teams are going to destroy the competition.
Even like Porto, Benfica in there, Salzburg, Dortmund. Do you think those teams are really going to cook and destroy?
They've got enough to pull off some wins. Inter will take it, and then I think Porto will also advance.
Group A, it's interesting. Who do you have going in first place?
I got Inter, and then followed by Porto.
Inter Miami, and then followed by Porto. Ooh. Who do we got third? Palmeiras? I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, Palmeiras. Group B, this is where we got two European giants, European bigs. You got PSG, Atletico Madrid, Botafogo, and Seattle Sounders. PSG, reigning.
These are some heavy hitters.
So PSG first place. Then we got Atletico Madrid. Is there any way Atletico Madrid can beat PSG?
It's always possible, you never know what could happen in the match. Injuries, red card, just luck. But I think PSG will be in first place.
For the fact that PSG's been partying since they won everything this year. And then some Portuguese players then won the UEFA Nations League, so even more party. But yeah, I think it's going to be hard for Atletico Madrid to beat PSG. So we're going to put PSG first place, Atletico Madrid second, Botafogo third, and then Seattle Sounders.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So Group C is going to have an interesting match. You have Bayern, you have Oakland City FC, Boca Juniors, and then Benfica. Bayern with their C squad taking it all the way.
You don't think they'll bring out the starters?
No, they will. But I'm saying Bayern with their C squad could literally.
Yeah, I think Bayern's just gonna cruise to the next round.
This is gonna be an interesting game. Boca Juniors versus Benfica.
I think it'll be interesting, but I feel pretty confident that Benfica can pull it off.
It'd be interesting for like 50, 60 minutes, and then Benfica's just gonna outrun them, outpace them with the physicality of playing in Europe.
Yeah. I think it's very possible.
Or can we get the surprise from Boca Juniors?
Once again, you can never predict these matches, but I think Benfica can get the job done.
So you're putting your money on Benfica? Yeah, I agree. Benfica, then Boca, and then Oakland City. Group D. It's not that interesting. You might have an interesting matchup, but you have Chelsea, LAFC, Flamengo, and who is this last team? Esperanzas de Tuici. Sorry, no disrespect. What do we got? Chelsea number one?
Yeah, Chelsea, and then I think.
Can we see an LAFC Flamengo be a good game, or
yeah, it could
LAFC not at that level?
It could get interesting. I think LA's got a couple quality players, and they got home field advantage. I think they could pull it off.
So you got LAFC.
I do.
Yeah. So currently, right now, from Group A to D, there's two U.S. teams, and we have both of them passing. One in first place, and the other one second place. That's wild. Group E. This is going to be another interesting game. We have River Plate, we have Inter de Milan, Monterrey, and we had the Red Diamonds.
We know who's gonna kill this group.
Inter.
Yeah, for sure.
The interesting game is going to be River Plate versus Monterrey.
Yeah, I think that could get.
Monterrey or what?
I think that one might be close. Let's see if they loan anybody out. It's gonna be real interesting. You got Masantono out there in River Plate.
Right.
You got
Masantono.
You got Sergio Ramos out there with Monterrey, so that one could be real close.
How amazing would it be if Sergio Ramos gives Mastantuono a Sergio Ramos special and injures him?
Nah, that man's got a lot of love for the Real Madrid club. I don't think he would do it, and not intentionally at least.
Imagine it'd be interesting, dude. Everybody is from Madrid loves Sergio Ramos, and all of a sudden they're gonna be like, Sergio Ramos is a piece of. But yeah, Monterrey versus River Plate. Who do we got?
I think Monterrey can edge it out.
It's gonna be interesting. A lot of Argentinians are not gonna agree with it, but I also think Monterrey can edge it out there, and they seem like they're not stopping at what they have right now. They're signing more players. I think the transfer window for this tournament is about to end, or has ended when we release this video. But we'll see what they bring in. If anybody, I mean, if anybody in this group is gonna bring anybody in, it's gonna be Monterrey. I don't think the River Plate has the money. Group F: Fluminense, Borussia Dortmund, Ulsan, and Sundown FC.
Dortmund competes in the Champions League constantly. They're always in the run for the Bundesliga. I think they can easily make it out of this group, so I'd put them on first.
Dortmund's going to be able to comfortably cruise through this group stage. They're also going to play some young players against these teams to see what they got. But then we got the Brazilian team. I think they're going to be coming second. It's a pretty easy group if you ask me.
Yeah, it's looking like it.
Group G is the second group that has two European sides in it. We have Manchester City, Wanda AC, Alain FC, and Juventus. What are we thinking, Man City? Especially with what they've been bringing in? Dude, it's like they're rebuilding another team with proven players.
Yeah, you know, it looks like City is rebuilding. They started picking up some wins towards the end of the season, clawing their way back up. So I think City should cruise right through this, followed by Juventus.
And let's go with, it doesn't really matter because there's no best third place here, right? It's just the top two.
Yeah, top two.
Group H, another group where you have two European teams, but one's a heavy hitter and one is a development team for the Red Bull dynasty. You have Real Madrid, Al Hilal, you have Pachuca de Mexico, FC Salzburg. I don't think Madrid's going through, right?
I don't know. We might get grouped if you ask me. No, brother, we're cruising right through this.
If Madrid doesn't make it out the group stages, that is the biggest failure of a season I've ever seen Madrid have in the history of Real Madrid.
Brother, I will come on here with a bald head, a clean shave, a Barcelona jersey. I'll do whatever you ask me if Madrid gets grouped.
I don't think it's happening. I mean, they beat Pachuca easily the last time they played. I don't think Al Hilal and Salzburg have a fighting chance. Real Madrid does have a lot of problems right now. They have a brand new coach. You're still testing out the new players you brought in. But overall, I think Vinicius charges probably more money than all three squads combined.
It's just too many quality players in Madrid.
Yeah, it's too much. It's going to be a good opportunity for Xavi Alonso to see the young players. It's going to be a good thing to see there is young players and see what players he can count on, what players he thinks that can step up to the plate, and what players he has to let go.
Yeah, I think Madrid is their youngsters are gonna thrive under Xavi Alonso.
Who do we have second place, Manny?
I'm gonna go with Pachuca. You know, you saw them in the final of the Intercontinental Cup.
Bro, it's because you're Mexican. Stop lying and bias.
It could be a little Mexican bias, but
there's nothing wrong with us wanting to see our teams from where we're from succeed.
Yeah, who do you got going?
I want Pachuca too. I don't know much about Al Hilal or Salzburg, but as a proud Mexican, I want Pachuca to go through and see what they get next. So we're gonna go Pachuca. So first place, Real Madrid. Second place, Pachuca. Third, we have Al Hilal, and then Salzburg.
Sounds about right.
This is literally our group stages. Group A, Inter Milan. Manny said Inter Milan is going to get a lot of help from the good old FIFA. Is that what you said, Manny?
Yeah, Messi was gifted a World Cup. He gets every single foul call. He asks referees to bounce players, and they do it. He asks for yellow cards, they do it. He tells them not to book him. They listen. I think Messi's going to just sleepwalk to the next round.
Let's say something crazy. Right now, there's still that talk of the Ballon d'Or, and you have Ousmane Dembele and Lamine Yamal. It seems pretty much at the top. All the news outlets, the sports outlets say these two guys are the guys at the top, but things can change, and until that day. If one certain player that plays in Inter Miami wins the FIFA Club World Cup, is he a front runner for the Ballon d'Or in September?
Brother, Messi is in the top 10 right now for the Ballon d'Or rankings. If he wins this, he's guaranteed a Ballon d'Or again.
Would make him the ninth Ballon d'Or, bro. How crazy would that be?
Nah, that trophy lost all credibility when he
Why?
won. When Messi won Lewandowski's and Haaland's and then Rodri won Vinicius, it lost all credibility.
Bro, but you're on here saying that Lamine Yamal does not deserve the Ballon d'Or when he's had a better season than Vinicius' so-called Ballon d'Or run.
He also played about 1,500 more minutes than Vinicius.
And he
Just
still
to
had
put
a
up,
better season. He
where's
still
the
had a better
UCL?
season. Yo, I'd be interested to see if they would give it to Messi. And ultimately, Messi and Ronaldo are bigger superstars than any player that's currently playing right now, actively at at a high level on European stages. But in the marketing aspect, you don't get bigger than Messi and Ronaldo. What team can give us the biggest surprise?
The biggest surprise, I would say, don't sleep on Bayern. They had an early Champions League exit, and I think they're a little pissed off about that. They got some real quality players out there, and I think they could really make some noise out here.
I don't see any of the European teams outside of Inter Miami surprising in this FIFA Clubs World Cup. But these were the group stages. Make sure to come back and check out our second video where we go over the brackets, where we go over the knockout stages. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, share, subscribe, share this to anybody. I mean, anybody has some football knowledge or no knowledge. Make sure to follow us on all social platforms, TikTok, Instagram, all that good stuff. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. See you here next video.